Hi, folks. I'm Johnny Gilbert. We'll get to our game in a minute, but we just have a little business to take care of. Okay, set the game up exactly the way you like. So what are you going to do? Okay, so how many? We'll just add 2 computer players. Player 1, what's your name? From the Sony Pictures Studios, this is Jeopardy!
Welcome to Jeopardy! Are you ready for the first round? I bet you can't wait to see the categories. Well, here they are.
Anagrams. Women's landmarks. Old movies. Body parts. Paintings. European food and drink. Player one, you have the honor.
Betty Davis gave a memorable performance as a socialite dying of a brain tumor in this 1939 film.
Player one. Why, yes.
All right, pick again.
In this Jerome Kern bio, Till the Clouds Roll By, Frank Sinatra sang this classic from Showboat.
Player two. That's right.
Player two, what'll it be?
David signed his The Oath of the Horatii in Latin, saying it was created by him in this city in the year 1784.
Player two. You are correct.
All right, pick again.
His Guernica, showing the horrors of war, was once exhibited at the Prado behind bulletproof glass.
Player three.
Right you are. That takes you into second place.
Player three, it's your turn.
I like to eat a sub when I ride this vehicle.
Player one. Correct.
Player one, your turn.
Director Otto Preminger took over from Ruben Mamoulian on this 1944 Gene Tierney murder mystery.
Player three. Correct.
What will it be, player three?
Queen Liliuokalani was once the organist at the Kauai Hau Church in this state capital.
Player one. That's right.
Okay, contestant one. Answer? Billy Double. Player one, please make your wager.
He directed and starred in 1948's The Lady from Shanghai.
Player one.
That's it. All right, pick again.
He was Captain Blood and Robin Hood in the 1930s. In 1940, he was the Seahawk.
Player one. Yes!
All right, pick again.
This disc-shaped organ in a pregnant woman provides the baby with food and oxygen.
Player one.
Why, yes. All right, pick again.
When blood goes through these organs, it turns red.
Player one.
That's it exactly. All right, pick again.
The lacrimal glands secrete these.
Player three.
That's correct. Okay, player three.
Hout Howdy is a Scottish dish of boiled chicken served with spinach and a poached one of these.
Player one.
Why, yes.
Player one.
The lower end of this 4.5-inch tube divides into two bronchi.
Player one. Exactly.
All right, pick again.
The chief storage areas for iron in the bone marrow, the spleen, and this organ.
Player two. That's it.
Your choice, player two.
A self-portrait hangs above the bed in his 1889 The Bedroom at Arles.
Player one. Right you are.
Player one, you choose.
Thomas Gainsborough's portrait of the wife of this School for Scandal author is in the National Gallery.
Player three.
Right you are.
Player three, it's your turn.
Canaletto's Arrival of the French Ambassador shows him arriving in this city.
Player two. Correct.
Player two.
Gundel, a famous restaurant in this Hungarian capital, is noted for its crepes in chocolate sauce.
Player one.
Yes, indeed. You're in first place all by yourself.
Player one, it's your turn.
This room might be at the end of a house.
Player three.
Right you are. What will it be, player three?
Someone who helps change this baby garment should be repaid with a kindness.
Player 2.
To be sure. Player 2, it's your turn.
The birthplace of this founder of the American Red Cross is now a museum in North Oxford, Massachusetts.
Player 3. You are correct.
Player 3, you choose.
A church in Grafton, West Virginia, is the international shrine of this holiday, first observed May 10, 1908.
Player 1.
You are correct.
Player 1, what'll it be?
It's a good old name for a lion or a pope.
Player 1.
Exactly. All right, pick again.
David Hyde Pierce knows all his lines as this character on Frasier.
Player 1. That's it.
All right, pick again.
Bistecca alla Fiorentina, a grilled steak dish, is a specialty of this Italian city.
Player 1.
That's it, exactly. All right, pick again.
Leyden cheese produced in this low country is flavored with cumin and caraway seeds.
Player 1.
Yes. All right, pick again.
The confection tocino di cielo, or heavenly bacon, is a specialty of this country.
Player 1. That's it.
All right, pick again.
A life-size statue of this heroine of the Battle of Monmouth marks her grave in Carlisle, Pennsylvania.
Player 3.
Good guess, but that's wrong. There's a lot of game left, so hang in there. Here is the correct response.
And to finish the board,
A building named for this black abolitionist stands on the site of her famous 1851 speech in Akron.
Player 2. Yes, indeed. All right, that's the end of the Jeopardy round.
Let's look at the total scores so far.
Let's move on to Double Jeopardy. Let's see if you like these categories in the Double Jeopardy round.
fruits and vegetables, museums, architecture, 5-letter words, famous relatives, zoology,
Player 3, you go first.
According to a recent survey, this tropical fruit is the most popular fruit at the breakfast table.
Player 3.
Exactly. All right, pick again. Answer? Daily double. Player 3, you have your wager, please.
As its name suggests, the Juan Canary melon is this color when ripe.
Player 3. I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
The Drottningholm Theater and Museum in this Swedish city is a well-preserved 18th century theater.
Player 1. That's correct.
Player 1, your turn.
The ground roots of this endive relative are used to flavor New Orleans coffee.
Player 2. That's it.
It's your turn, Player 2.
The Indian type of this pachyderm is smaller than the African one.
Player 1.
To be sure.
What'll it be, Player 1?
Also called an Idaho potato, it's considered the best variety for baking.
Player 1.
Yes. You're in first place all by yourself. All right, pick again.
The field type is used for animal feed and hominy. The sweet type is used for a variety of dishes.
Player 3.
To be sure. Your choice, Player 3.
This Defense Department headquarters was designed by G.E. Bergstrom to conserve structural steel.
Player 1.
Exactly.
It's your turn, Player 1.
Something known to be feasible is this and true.
Player 2. That's correct.
Player 2, what'll it be?
Popular term for a British policeman or a type of hairpin.
Player 1.
That's it.
All right, Player 1.
From the Latin word for dutiful, it means religiously devout.
Player 1. I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Player 2?
You are correct.
It's your turn, Player 2.
It's Hawaiian for a veranda.
Player 2?
Yes, indeed.
All right, pick again.
It can mean to move ahead or to shape metal after heating.
Player 1? You are correct. Okay, contestant 1.
Measuring up to 50 feet in length, the whale type of this fish is the largest in the sea.
Player 1? Good guess, but that's incorrect, unfortunately.
Player 3.
Correct. What will it be, Player 3?
This partner of David Brinkley was a descendant of John Adams and John Quincy Adams.
Player 2?
Why, yes.
Player 2?
This leading lady of the film Grease is the granddaughter of Nobel Prize-winning physicist Max Born.
Player 1? That's right.
What'll it be, Player 1?
The Canadiana collection is part of the Royal Ontario Museum in this city.
Player 1? That's it exactly. All right, pick again.
On April 14, 1984, nearly 120,000 people visited this branch of the Smithsonian, the one-day record for any museum.
Player 2?
Exactly.
Player 2, it's your turn.
Orson Bean's great-grandmother and this silent president's mother were sisters.
Player 3. Right you are.
It's your turn, Player 3.
These lupine mammals are classified as endangered in the continental U.S., except in Minnesota and Alaska.
Player 1? bad.
Anybody?
Here is the correct response.
It's your turn, player 3.
Often used to absorb thrusts from roof vaults, these supports come in hanging and flying varieties.
Player 1. Yes, indeed.
Player 1, your turn.
In 1909, King Edward VII opened the new building of this London Museum of Decorative and Fine Arts.
Player 1.
Right you are. All right, pick again.
The Cooper Hewitt Museum is located in the former New York City mansion of this Scottish-born steel magnate.
Player 1. Why, yes.
All right, pick again.
The La Plata dolphin is found in the rivers and eastern coastal waters of this continent.
Player 2.
You are correct.
What'll it be, player 2?
This great female modern dancer and choreographer, who died in 1991, was a direct descendant of Miles Standish.
Player 2. That's right.
All right, pick again.
This comeback little Sheba playwright was said to be a distant relative of John Wilkes Booth.
Player 1.
Right you are. Your choice, player 1.
This single-humped camel is also known as the Arabian camel.
Player 2.
Why, yes. Okay, player 2. The answer is a video daily double. Player 2, your wager, please.
Examples of his geodesic domes were built in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and on Oahu, among other places.
Take a look at your monitor.
Player 2? Good guess, but that's incorrect, unfortunately.
Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
Begun in 1785, his Capitol building in Richmond was based on a Roman temple in France.
Player 2?
That's correct.
And to finish the board,
The first winners of the Pritzker Architecture Prize received this British sculptor's Ode to Architecture.
Player 3?
That's it exactly.
All right, that brings us to the end of the double Jeopardy round.
Let's take a look at the scores.
This is a no-brainer, unless someone pulls a Clavin. Now here's our final Jeopardy category.
holidays and observances.
Player 2, your wager, please. Player 3, could we have your wager, please? Player 1, please make your wager. Here's the final Jeopardy answer.
Let's see how everyone did.
Thanks, Johnny. Player 2, let's take a look at your question. That's right. And your wager was? Player 3, your question? Oh, sorry. That's incorrect. How much did it cost you? Oh, I guess it's just not your day. Player 1, let's take a look at your question. Very good. Now, what was your wager? That puts you in the lead.
Congratulations, Player 1. You're the Jeopardy champion.
See you next time for another game of Jeopardy!
Here are the high scores for all the game modes. So what are you going to do? Speed match. All right. Player 1, what's your name? the Sony Pictures Studios. This is Jeopardy!
Put on your thinking caps, folks, because it's time for another game of Jeopardy! I bet you can't wait to see the categories. Well, here they are.
Lakes and rivers. Theater. British authors. Politicians. The 1840s. Science and technology.
This unit of weight is abbreviated mg.
Player one.
To be sure.
The first modern ones of these, called lucifers, were invented in 1827 and struck on sandpaper.
Player one.
To be sure. Answer, daily double. Player one, please make your wager.
To stop staining, Farrah makes men's slacks coated with this, usually found on cookware.
Player one.
To be sure.
Hans Lippershey, who invented this instrument in 1608, called it a looker. A soda-lime silica formula is used to make most of the common articles of this material. He had yet to complete Oliver Twist when he began writing Nicholas Nickleby.
Player one.
Correct.
In 1995, he published East, West, his first book of adult fiction since the Satanic Verses.
Player one.
Exactly.
The title of his novel, Far from the Madding Crowd, is found in Elegy Written in a Country Churchyard.
Player one.
That's it exactly. The answer is a video daily double. Player one, please make your wager.
One of the last works of this Pilgrim's Progress author was a verse book for boys and girls.
Take a look at your monitor.
Player one. Yes!
Some consider this author's The History of Henry Esmond his greatest work, not Vanity Fair. On July 15, 1976, Jimmy Carter selected this senator as his vice presidential running mate. Beginning in 1975, this Democrat served as Massachusetts governor for 12 years. Former Speaker of the House Thomas Foley represented this state in Congress for 30 years. In 1958, he became the first Democrat elected by popular vote to the U.S. Senate from Maine. In 1948, Thomas Dewey commissioned this California governor as his vice presidential running mate. After 11 years of construction, this Moscow palace was completed in 1849.
Player one.
Right you are.
Christophe Bouis-Ballot employed this mode of transportation to prove the Doppler effect. In 1848, a flock of these birds devoured the crickets, threatening Utah's crops. Discovered in 1846, this explosive liquid was later found to help symptoms of angina pectoris.
Player one.
That's it exactly.
This year lent its name to California gold rushers. Andrew Lloyd Webber's first musical tells of this biblical hero and his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Player one.
Good guess, but that's wrong.
Herschel Bernardi played this title Greek in a musical based on a Nikos Kazantzakis novel. James Earl Jones starred on The Great White Way in this drama set in the world of boxing. Tennessee Williams turned his unproduced screenplay, The Gentleman Caller, into this play. Each act of this Beckett play ends with one of the two tramps saying, "Yes, let's go." But they never move.
Player one.
Yes.
At about 2/3 of a square mile, Upper Lake is the smallest of this country's lakes of Killarney.
Player one.
No, that's incorrect. Here is the correct response.
Explorer Jacques Cartier called it the River of Canada. Cities on this Swiss lake include Montreux and Lausanne.
Player one.
To be sure.
This reservoir formed by Hoover Dam is the largest artificial lake in the U.S.
Player one.
Why, yes.
And to finish the board,
This river in West Central Africa is also called the Zaire River.
Player one.
Yes, indeed.
That's all for the speed match.
Hope you had fun. We did, and we'll see you soon.
Here are the high scores for all the game modes. What'll it be? Okay, set the game up exactly. So what are you going to do?